Bluetooth item, so they'll think it's just food item only.
Right. Here's a gift that you'll never be able to use. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Once again, it harkens back to, here, you throw this away. You can't return an item like that, because an item like that is maybe, at most, at a high end, $19.99. No one's going to ask for a receipt. Never. So now you have this item you can't use.
Oh, well, yeah. I don't even know if Goodwill or Salvation Army or any thrift store would accept it. They would say, no, we don't even want your worthless item.
Right. Because now you're taking time out of your day to take that worthless item that was presented to you as a gift, which is not a gift. Now it's a burden. Now you have this thing. You can't throw it in the garbage because it's not organic material. You have to take it somewhere, or you have to give it to someone else as a re-gift. Now that makes you the bad guy, because now you've given someone something that was given to you that was useless. Now you're giving it to someone else, and it's an endless chain of insanity.
And you can't, when you give the gift, you can't have a laughter or any smirk on your face. You got to have that look of seriousness. Oh, here's the gift. I thought about you. I was looking for this for the entire 12 months, and I finally found this for you. And then you're finally out of sight. Then you can laugh when you're around the corner.
Right. Now it's your turn to be stuck with this burden that you're going to have to either give to another human being or find a place that will take it. Because you can't return it. Good luck.
Well, I believe Best Buy might take it. Except you may have to pay a fee to give it to Best Buy.
So now you're double out.
Yeah, I think it's maybe $5 or $10 for Best Buy to accept this from you. And so then you go, here's $5 Best Buy, and then they put it in this bin.
Yeah, and the bin's there. And now it's back into the rotation of its useless life cycle. Now it's in Best Buy's dollar bin. It never goes away.
Yeah.
Never. It's a true thing. People think this is a joke. It really happens.
Oh, I know.
Let's see here. I know everybody wanted to hear the segment of people responding to Bill Peduto and his social media posts, and they're always great. What I like to look for this segment is the most commented on, because that's always a good thing. So I'll do a couple of these for you, and then you just respond as we go through. Here we go. So this is Bill Peduto, Pittsburgh's mayor, famous for bike lanes. I'm not sure what else. Bill Peduto states, from refrigerators to robotics, Sears outlet store in Lawrenceville may become a hub for AI, robotics, and AV. Let's see what the public had to say. Let's take a look here. Deborah states, my family's from Lawrenceville. Before robots moved in, it was on its way to becoming a slum. Would you agree?
Yes.
Okay, and here we go. Janet says, poor Lawrenceville used to be such a nice neighborhood until the robots moved in. Okay. Now we're talking about people legitimately think advanced robotics, Terminators, are coming in to take their jobs here in the great city of Pittsburgh. Okay. Daniel says, in response to Mayor Peduto's post, like you have anything to do with AI, Uber, or any other autonomous company in the city, you piece of shit. So there's that. All right, so yeah, a lot of people get really fired up about his post, Mayor Peduto.
Did anybody agree with him?
No one agreed with him. Terry says...
No, I meant, did anybody agree with Mayor Peduto?
No one agreed with Mayor Peduto. No. Okay, Terry says, will their streets be cleared? I'm going to write them a letter and let them know just how inept the nightmare is in running this city. Wow. Some strong commentary from Terry. Oh, and here we go. We'll do one more from this section. Francis says, somehow Billy the Drunk, jagoff. I feel to see how doing away with taxpayers fulfills your tax and spend vision. Seriously, correct me if I'm wrong. There we go. What do you think? What are your thoughts?
Did anybody who responded, I mean, I know you read about 4 or 5 responses. Did anybody respond that it's the president, the fault of the president of the United States? Did any of them respond where it's the fault of the president of the United States that this is happening?
No, this is sort of, it's a thing where people in the city of Pittsburgh hate our mayor, Bill Peduto, so much that they don't even look to think about anything else. So,
well, that's good. So that's what I was trying to get to. Some cities outside of Pittsburgh, that's, you know, I hope this never happens to anybody. There's a school shooting, a high school shooting, and the student shoots other students. And then within 2 minutes after the school shooting is over, most of the media wants to blame President Trump for the school shooting when President Trump had nothing to do with the school shooting. So I was seeing if any of the people responding to Mayor Peduto about not agreeing with Mayor Peduto, none of the people who responded to him in a negative way blamed President Trump. They only blamed the Mayor Peduto.
So far, yes. Let me see if I can find a Bill Peduto social media post regarding anything like that. Oh, here we go. Here's one sort of similar to that, what we were just referring to. Bill Peduto says, fearing climate change and worse air, Allegheny County, which is here in Pittsburgh, to propose new pollution regulations. Now let's see how the people responded. Timothy says, Billy also decides to hang at bars and restaurants instead of doing his job. Okay. What?
Are these nudie bars, or is this?
It doesn't say.
Are they gay bars?
It does not specify.
Okay.
Okay. Timothy goes on to say, you are special. Billy Bike Lane, you know nothing of science. The news reports were videos of steam cooling at the furnaces. You didn't know that. And by the way, genius, the Earth is 4.3 billion years old. Humans have been here tops 100K years. Industrial for less than 200. Do you really think after all this rock has been through, we haven't made a dent? You are an idiot. Fuck you. So there you go. So that's in response to Bill Peduto, Mayor of Pittsburgh's climate change comments.
Did Mayor Peduto ever do a reply to in any of these comments?
He never replies. He just reads them silently.
Well, for those of you who have Facebook, maybe this has happened to you, where you start you have an idea and you write your idea. Hey, I believe this team is going to win the World Series, and then someone says, no, you have the dumbest idea. Your baseball team will never win the World Series. And then don't you? I'm certain most of you do this. You do a reply to, why you call me dumb? I said this. My team might win the World Series. I didn't say we will win the World Series. You must be dumb. So then you did a reply to the person on Facebook, and then so it's an ongoing battle between you and the other person. Mayor Peduto writes a message and never does reply to.
No, never replies.
I've had many Facebook arguments, and I'm certain many of you have had Facebook arguments, and maybe Adam, you've had Facebook arguments you do reply to.
Yeah, you know what I do? Sometimes I'll type the whole thing out, I'll read it back to myself, and I'm like, no, and then I'll just completely do a 180 and just not post it. You know what I mean? Because you sit there, you write the whole thing. It's almost like it's a dissertation about why this person is so stupid and such an idiot. And then you're like, How is me telling you that you're stupid going to help you in any way? It's not going to help you.
So I'm surprised Mayor Peduto has never responded in reply message. This is why I believe this way. No, you're wrong. I'm not wrong.
It could be anything.
Right.
So, all right. So, do you want to keep going with this? Let's see. All right.
Maybe Mayor Peduto doesn't know how to do a reply to.
That could very well be. Maybe he just doesn't know and can just read these hurtful comments he's receiving. That's also a real possibility. Okay, so moving on with people responding to Bill Peduto's social media posts. This one is in regards to his climate change post. Steve says, and Steve doesn't really, it's not really words here, they're just hashtags. So Steve says, hashtag Peduto is a jagoff, hashtag Peduto's gay, hashtag Peduto's a drunk. That's all he said. Steve. So,
well, the other guy who responded, he's a drunk at the bars.
Yeah.
I thought maybe he's at the gay bar.
So I don't know.
Maybe Steve saw Mayor Peduto at the gay bar, and the first guy, from about 3 minutes ago, what Adam was reading, maybe both of them saw Mayor Peduto at the gay bar.
We don't know, and he's never actually publicly stated his preferences or affiliations, so we simply don't know. But a lot of these people are replying. I don't know. It seems like they think they know a little more than we do. We don't know. We simply don't know. Okay, so Mark says in response to Bill Peduto's commentary on climate change, he says, how much are you going to tax us for this super hoax, Super Billy? It's a good question. Oh, I can't even read this name. Pohan, perhaps. Fear based on plant food. What a bunch of nincompoops. That's a good one.
Yeah,
Nincompoop.
I like that.
I haven't heard nincompoop in a long time. Okay. We'll just do one more.
He must have looked in the thesaurus for that one. Nincompoop.
Right, nincompoop.
That's a thesaurus?
You don't hear that too often these days.
I wonder if the word nincompoop isn't in the thesaurus.
We'll have to look that up.
Yeah.
Okay, and let's do one more. This is from Eric. He says, can we impeach this fucking idiot? Seriously, I haven't got that far in looking through the rules. Oh my goodness. Okay. So that's a lot of people responding to Bill Peduto's social media on his fearing climate change and worse there, Allegheny County to propose new pollution regulations. I guess if I were to respond to this, I would want to know, just like the one gentleman, how will this affect us in taxes?
Oh, yeah. For those who are listening to the podcast who live in and near Pittsburgh, it's only within the city limits. I happen to live in the suburbs, so I'm not affected by the city limits. And so there are those who live in Pittsburgh, except not in the city limits. There's those who live in the suburbs. Suburbs, for the most part, are not within the city limits of Pittsburgh. And also, what Adam didn't mention is, I'm certain there are many other items that people don't agree with Mayor Peduto. For those who are familiar or not familiar, near downtown Pittsburgh is a section called Mount Washington. And on Mount Washington, it's a billboard, and all it is it's a picture of an American flag on the billboard.
Yeah, just random patriotism, you know?
Yeah. And Mayor Peduto doesn't want the picture of the American flag on the billboard. It doesn't say any words of hate on the billboard. I don't want the American flag on the billboard on the side of Mount Washington. And so maybe Mayor Peduto wants a different country flag on the billboard. And so for those who are going to talk to Mayor Peduto, ask him what country of a flag he would prefer. Does he want Iran? Does he want North Korea? Does he want Lebanon? Does he want Libya? Does he want Russia? Does he want Cuba? Who knows?
We simply don't know, but he just does not want that American flag welcoming visitors to the city of Pittsburgh. He doesn't want that to be the first thing they see. He said he said it's disgusting, he said it's outrageous, and he wants that flag taken down.
Yeah, and it's going to the Pennsylvania Supreme Court for the big court battle. Will that American flag billboard remain, or will be forced to be taken down? And then this is one of the worst ways to spend taxpayer money for the state of Pennsylvania.